Well, welcome back to another daily devotion. I'm Pastor Roy here at Woodlawn Christian Church in Lake City, Iowa, and I do apologize again for my gravelly, raspy voice. I have a bit of a sore throat this week, and I'm hoping that it passes before Sunday. This devotion is for Friday, October 28th of 2022. We are working our way through the book of Hebrews, and today we are going to finish chapter 9. So we get to start chapter 10 fresh on Monday. It doesn't happen all that often that we get a brand new chapter on a brand new week, but it does this time, or will then, future. So today we're going to end chapter 9. We'll take a little different direction, perhaps, than we've been through the rest of chapter 9, but it starts off talking about really the same thing. And in the RSV, which is, I will confess, is my favorite translation, it's the Revised Standard Version. I like the blend of the old language with the more modern translation. So we have Christ, sacrifice takes away sin, is the heading that is this section, verses 23 to 28 in chapter 9. I don't think I said that yet in Hebrews. So let's jump right in and see what we can ferret out of all of this to work into our lives and something that we can apply to our daily living. Thus it was necessary for the copies of the heavenly things to be purified with these rites, but the heavenly things themselves with better sacrifices than these. For Christ has entered not into a sanctuary made with hands, a copy of the true one, but into heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God on our behalf. Nor was it to offer himself repeatedly, as the high priest enters the holy place yearly with blood not his own. For then he would have had to suffer repeatedly since the foundation of the world. But as it is, he has appeared once for all at the end of the age to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself. And just as it is appointed for men to die once, and after that comes judgment. So Christ, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear a second time, not to deal with sin, but to save those who are eagerly waiting for him. So, at first we're talking again about the priests and the sacrifice, and of course, the tabernacle and the temple, both, earlier we were talking about the tabernacle in chapter 9, both were just merely shadows of a resemblance, a dim resemblance of heaven itself, where the Father and the Son and the Spirit reside. Hope my voice carries through this. But instead of having to appear every year as the priest did with blood that was not his own, Jesus appeared once and done, one and done, as they say. He did not appear every day since the foundation of the earth, but rather one time for all humanity, for all time. God is outside of time. God is in all time. And so in some ways, if we look at that and think of it in that regard, that once covered all time. And it was in all time. It was all time. But the point I want to bring to you from this is really to focus mostly for this devotion on verse 28. So Christ, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear a second time, not to deal with sin, but to save those who are eagerly waiting for him. Bear with me in my voice. Hopefully I can get through this. The point is that we're waiting. We are waiting now for him to come. And it's like we have this big celebration coming in. I could liken that to, we have Thanksgiving coming up in about a month, a little less than a month. And when we have family coming in for a holiday, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or what have we tend to do a little extra for preparation, perhaps a little extra cleaning of our home, getting ready for them, just casual acquaintances coming over, maybe neighbors coming by on a weekend. We don't really do much for that, perhaps, and we don't, maybe just a quick wipe down of whatever the counters, and we're good for just a couple coming for supper with us. But when we have family coming to spend several days, we're more apt to get into the deep cleaning, and we're going to clean those places we don't really like to clean very much, and nobody goes there anyway. But they might if they're there for several days. So we're going to go in and clean that up. We're going to deal with that. But we wait because we don't enjoy it, whatever that might be. I'm not going to pick on your housekeeping. I don't like cleaning house. I don't. So there's things we put off till the end. Say, I'll do that just before they get it. Besides, that'll get dirty again. if I deal with that. So you wait to the very last minute. You know when they're coming to take care of that dirtiness, that sin, if you will, if we'll think of it in that way. So such as it is with Christ coming again, we don't know when he's coming. When are we going to deal with that sin? Are we going to put it off to try thinking to the very end? Well, we don't know when our life might be gone tonight. We might have a sudden stroke, a heart attack, maybe in a car accident. Who knows when your end is coming? When are you going to deal with that thing that you need to deal with before he comes? That's a question that should trouble us all, if we're really honest with ourselves, which none of us like to be. But that's kind of it's not necessarily a feel good devotion today, but oftentimes Scripture doesn't necessarily leave us feeling warm and fuzzy. Sometimes it should leave us feeling a little off kilter and concerned. And how do I deal with that? Time to clean that corner of the room that you didn't want to clean, because you don't know when Christ is coming again, folks. That's what I got for you today. Monday, we will start with chapter 10, and you can see in the background the Harp Twins back there. If you know of the Harp Twins, they are coming here on December 10th, and we have tickets for sale on Eventbrite. If you go on Eventbrite and you look for Harp Twins in Lake City, you might just have to look for Harp Twins. You'll find the tickets. I'll put a link to the tickets too below, but they are a wonderful group and entertainment. They are not only lovely music, they're wonderful Christians, and they also are very funny. They do a lot of comedy in their act, so they are a lot of fun. So with that, be blessed and be a blessing to someone today, and do forgive my voice. Hopefully by Sunday it's better, because I don't want to have to preach like this. I won't make it through. I'll be crying. People will think I'm preaching so hard that I'm crying, because I'm getting a little watery. My voice is hurting so much now. So, gotta go. God bless you. See you later. Bye-bye.